術式反転赤
I've talked about protagonists and rivals, so why not badass and overpowered mentor characters? We're talking about those ever-present teachers who guide our heroes, provide a valuable ally in times of need, and often help unlock the hero's true potential. And yeah, I think some of you can tell that this list was inspired by a fresh new anime. But hey, before we get started, I'd like to direct your attention to the hottest game in town, Dragon Raja. Dragon Raja is an epic mobile RPG that takes you to a grand world of adventure. With unbelievably high-end graphics, it's the future of the mobile RPG genre. My favorite part of it? The sheer amount of customization options. Customization is king in Dragon Raja, and largely due to its peerless character creator, you can practically be anyone you want. In addition to the character creator and the graphics, it also provides you with one of the biggest and most beautiful worlds to explore. And that's not all. For this April, the Angels make their descent and invade Dragon Raja land, giving even seasoned players a whole new challenge. Yep, you heard that right. It's a collaboration with the smash hit anime Evangelion. For the duration of the collab, you may take the fight to the Angels with limited collaboration sub-pilots and items, such as a new limited vehicle in the shape of EVA 01, along with new outfits and accessories. The collaboration ends this May the 12th, so hurry up and join the fray and download Dragon Raja now. Let me help you get started on the party by providing the download link in the description box. Now, without further ado, let's get started with the list. Handling egos and conflicting personalities is hard. The combustible element of both Kakashi's cold and focused personality, along with Obito's strong idealism, would have driven any mentor crazy. Good thing they've got none other than the fourth Hokage, Minato, mentoring them. Naruto's dad has been renowned as not just a mentor to the trio of younglings, but also as the Yellow Flash of Konoha, a moniker that he deservingly got from his feats as the fourth Hokage. His skills have also led some to believe him to be the child of prophecy who would someday save the world. He would then hold off Toby and give up his life in the Attack of Nine Tails, defeating it by doing the ultimate sacrifice and opening the way for his son to carve a legend of his own to surpass him someday.
さてと久しぶりだぜ全力を出す
Our next contender is Black Clover's Yami. From appearance alone, you could tell that the captain of the Black Bulls is not someone that you want to mess with. Beneath that gruff and tough facade, however, is a powerful mentor that will have your back 100% of the time. Yami's been one of the most integral characters in the development of Asta, and you have to say that a lot of that has to come with the fighting experience that this beast brings to the table. Just look at how he handles his major fights and try to count the number of times he's come to our hero's rescue. He's got a lot to show for his status as an overpowered mentor, and if you want to see them for yourself, do yourself a favor and check the upper right corner of the video to see some of my older videos that feature this amazing character. Always coming with a smile and a reassuring look, the powerful All Might makes his way to the list to the surprise of no one. We can't really miss out the embodiment of justice and good in the My Hero Academia universe now, can we? Besides his quota of heroic entrances, we can also count on All Might to be one of the badass mentors and teachers you can have. What I like about All Might is that we get to see various sides of him through the story. Instead of just being the invincible hero that everyone's making him out to be, I personally resonated with his understanding attitude and the way he resolves issues with his disciples, mainly Deku and to an extent Bakugo. I know this is something that's not all that rare, seeing various faces of the seemingly fallible mentor characters, but All Might's case really felt special for me, especially looking at how the world progressed after his main role finishes. Badass and reliable, All Might is one of my favorite anime mentors in recent memory.
やはり衰えた全盛期なら5発も撃てば十分だったろうに
It's time we go back to the old man look with this badass who's next on the list, Rayleigh. The Dark King, a name that stirs fear to people all across the Seven Seas. A prominent member of the Roger Pirates in its heyday, Rayleigh now finds himself chilling and enjoying life with women. However, he's not since lost his edge, and he's the one who acted as a mentor figure to teach Luffy about the world of Haki. With the passing of Whitebeard, Rayleigh takes over as a big cornerstone of the heroic faction, pulling several awesome feats and great saves himself throughout the course of the series. He may have been old, but he still has it, and he still manages to throw it down with the Admirals. I'd probably throw in that old cliche saying saying of not judging people by appearances, but that just doesn't apply to Rayleigh. Come on, one look at him screams badass. He's got the edgy cool factor down if we're talking about appearances here. Luffy couldn't have asked for a better person to teach him haki. Count on the overpowered guy without a devil fruit to do the job for him. To resume the list, we go to one of the more underrated series in my opinion, history's mightiest disciple. How about continuing with a bang with none other than the strongest person alive, at least according to residents of the Genichi universe. That's right, we're going with Hayato Furinji, undefeated elder of the Ryuzanbaku Dojo. With his imposing stature and advanced age, he embodies one face of the stereotypical mentor character in appearance. However, I don't think he's anything but that. Behind the gentle outlook is a look of a master you can trust the most. He's strong, but I think he's as cool as badass mentors come, mainly due to his gentleness and the appearance that he's someone that you can trust with all your heart. Don't let the warm, welcoming dad feels let you forget his power though. It's probably not much in the wide world of anime, but this is a guy who can run on water, move too fast to be seen on camera, throw bombs to humongous heights, and all of that without even trying.
Oh, この状況で自分より仲間を気遣うとは。いずれにせよお主らは手合わせの邪魔だ。
If you were to ask a random guy who they think the strongest member of Universe 7 is, they probably wouldn't immediately pinpoint the extremely campy and effeminate guy Lipstick. Still, Whis is probably one of the better mentors Goku can have, being the one to personally train him and Vegeta to unlock their god forms. He also helps them out with the Frieza saga, and he can manipulate timelines to help our heroes. Whis is also the embodiment of divine intervention in the DBZ universe according to some fans, and I'm inclined to agree with that. Looks can be deceiving indeed. Don't let the flamboyant looks fool you guys. Fourth is everyone's favorite tentacle alien, Goro Sensei. Goro Sensei is quite the wild card here. Introduced first as a supposed villain who'd destroy the world, he gives our students the one goal to assassinate him and save the world. Now, we all know that's a ruse, right? Because behind that threat lies a very compassionate teacher who has the ability to bring out the best from his students. I'd say for the job he took, Goro Sensei is quite overqualified. Is there anything that he can't do? It doesn't seem like it, right? Even in terms of combat, no amount of military prowess can seem to best him. Looks like our students have their work cut out for them. However, given a teacher that can connect to his students as much as Goro Sensei, the eventual time of parting has got to hurt. Those affable threats of destroying the world aside, we'll eventually find out that Goro Sensei himself has quite the touching and troubled past. It could also explain the empathy that he shows, making him one of the best teachers you could ever have. Not all anime mentors are kind and accommodating though. How about an anime mentor that's the embodiment of the phrase tough love taken to the logical extremes? That's how we arrive with Rurouni Kenshin's Hiko Seijuro. Ruthless and cynical, Hiko Seijuro is not the everyday image of an anime mentor that people can typically think of. He's more of the teacher from hell type that starkly contrasts the warm and accommodating aura that people like Hayato give. Instead, he's cold and seemingly unemotional, despite caring for Kenshin beneath that aura. In a way, that kind of attitude also befits him, being the most powerful character in the series. Heck, if he got involved in the Kyoto arc, we could have seen an end to Shishio's conquest much earlier, but that wouldn't make for good storytelling now, would it? Up next is Gojo, coming in second place. If you guessed I got the idea to make this list from Jujutsu Kaisen, come up and claim your cookie. I'm pretty confident with saying that Gojo Sensei probably stole the show in Jujutsu Kaisen. Practically all of his moments are mind-blowingly cool, and I dare say he's part of the reason Jujutsu Kaisen became such a hit. His moments are all visual spectacles, and we see the internet blowing up every time he comes in and does